guys, welcome back to Next Choice. So in the last video we were talking about research, dissertation project, all those things. In this one I am going to talk about different sectors of microbiology where there are lots of opportunity in future for the students. So first and foremost thing is industrial microbiology. Industrial microbiology can be two types. One is waste management and another one is any product development. Okay, there are many industries who are looking for industrial enzymes, say example paper industry or food processing industries. Now probiotics are coming into market like anything. Prebiotics are also coming. So industrial microbiology is going to be the next future, and when you talk about products as well as the waste generated by the industries is also very high. So the waste management in industry and that waste management of microbes are also very important. Talk about or think about fisheries. Fisheries as an industry, or shrimp culture as an industry, or sericulture as an industry. There are lots of waste being generated. If a student project or if a person who can work towards that area, it is going to be the next big thing in the life science market. So in industrial microbiology, one is the product, another one is waste management. The next topic what we are going to see is environmental microbiology. Environmental microbiology is something varieties of things such as pollen or fungal spores, or how the pollution is affecting the microbial flora and fauna in an area, all those things, and as well as the domestic waste and industrial waste being generated. So environmental microbiology is more focused towards waste management. Think about a particular project or an idea which can deal with decomposing a waste, bio waste or domestic waste in Bangalore. How many of you know Bangalore waste generated per week is something around 4,000 to 5,000 megatons a week. So how we are going to sustain if the waste generation is going to grow in this rate? Microbes can able to help us. So microbes are not only harmful to us, they are also best friends to us. So we have seen about industrial microbiology and environmental microbiology. The next very most important is the agricultural microbiology. So agricultural microbiology, there is a large scope where people are not aware of. The microbes itself is a product for each and everybody, a budding entrepreneurs or people who think I wanted to start a company, all those things, right? There are microbes, there are bacteria, and there are fungi which are associated with plants, like such as endophytic fungi, which can be beneficial for the plant in immune boosting and as well as the physical barrier for the plants. And there are some biocontrol agents like Trichoderma viride against fungal infections in plants. Now if you go and see in agricultural shops, Trichoderma viride has been sold as a biocontrol agent. Why can't you develop a product or a spray or certain diluent which can be used as a biocontrol agent to reduce pesticides, to reduce fungicides, chemical fungicides, to reduce chemical agents, rather than microbiological agents can be used to reduce, and it will be user friendly and also cost also will be very less. If a product can be done like that, it is not only going to be beneficial for you, it is going to be beneficial for millions of farmers. Think about that kind of future scope. Not just like I wanted to do a project, finish my degree and run off, right? So you need to work on what kind of projects can help for the future generation. If at all you are working towards a project on waste management, if it can turn that waste or sludge reduction by 30 to 50%, that is your product. there are lots of new probiotics, prebiotics are coming. If you can develop such projects, that is your product. So rather than just looking as a project, think as a product in a wider range. So that is where the students are going to empower themselves as a new or latest entrepreneurs. Yes, we will be helping out in guiding, or there are lots of mentors available in India or even abroad who can help students in nurturing their idea and taking the project into a product, lab scale to field, bench to table kind of things can be able to do it. So always think a project is going to be a product in future. In that aspect you are going to work, right? So if any queries or any related ideas you wanted to discuss, we at Dextrose Technologies, we can help you out in doing such things. Please log on to Dextrose and we can able to help you out. Thank you guys. Next is analytical techniques. When you are choosing about the project itself, there are n number of assays and trials and errors you are going to do with the assays and the techniques which are involved in the materials and methods, correct? Yeah. So, for example, we will talk about UV spectrophotometer. UV spectrophotometer, how do you handle UV spectrophotometer, or what all assays you can able to do in UV spectrophotometer, or how to use the equipments. When we talk about molecular biology, you need to know how to use electrophoresis. When you talk about protein, you need to know how do you use electrophoresis page and spectrophotometer, so that it gives, it is all hand in hand. And you need to know about column chromatography, how all those things, that is all comes under analytical techniques. In future, in analytical techniques, say example, you are doing an antimicrobial susceptibility test using a herbal medicine, there is an herbal compound, example eugenol. How do you quantify that? You can't quantify that in using a spectrophotometer. You need to use either HPLC or GC or LCMS, right? So you need to know how the analytical techniques work, how the technique gives you the results, how you can represent that readings, how that is related to your project, and how you can correlate with your project and product. Yes, so these are all very much important in knowing the analytical techniques, starting from spectrophotometer till LCMS, GCMS or FTIR, which is very much necessary for a project currently.